Hi everyone, so today I have my rhinoplasty video. This has been very long awaited. I know I'm like a month late on this video, but I've been really busy with my externship and stuff. But nevertheless, I have the video ready now. I'm just finally getting to sit down and do it. So I'm just gonna start. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with how I came about rhinoplasty. I'm not gonna lie, I've always thought about it. I think even in elementary school when I was in 6th grade, I always thought about rhinoplasty because I knew my nose didn't look like everyone else's. My nose, I'm Asian, wasn't short or wasn't like perfect in the way it looked. It was kind of crooked, like there was a bump on it, and then it sloped down right away. And that always made me self-conscious because when I looked in like videos of like movies or pictures of magazines, I saw that they had pretty noses. So I always felt uncomfortable with myself, and I also had other issues like my teeth and stuff, but that's different. That was a different type of surgery. But my nose has always been a big issue for me. What kind of pushed me to do it was when I went to my dentist and we were doing x-rays for my teeth for my wisdom teeth removal to see if it was ready to be extracted. My dentist actually discovered that my nose has been fractured or broken, and I was like, really? I haven't experienced any pain, and it was because I was sick at the time. I was taking pain medications and antibiotics for everything that I didn't notice that my nose was broken. So my dentist was like, hey, it wouldn't hurt to like go check out with a surgeon if there's anything wrong with it, because I was telling her that I was having breathing problems when I exercised, or even going up the stairs, I was huffing and puffing, and I'm a very fit person, I would believe. Like, I work out every day. I do have issues continuing my workouts because of breathing. But yeah, so I decided to go to different surgeons, had consultations with them, and they all said that I had a DVA septum on my right side, and that was probably causing my headaches and also my breathing issues while working out. They also said that my nose aesthetically wasn't it wasn't beautiful. I'm just going to tell you guys out there, it wasn't beautiful. My nose was not pretty at all, but it sloped down and it was not straight. It had no cartilage at the tip, so it was able to move around, and it drooped really, really low. So that was a big issue that I was happy to see that someone else saw. And also my mom and family members always picked on me about my nose, so it just kind of, always was in the back of my head. But surprisingly, the doctors here in Minnesota, they all were not comfortable doing my nose. They were like, since you have no cartilage at the tip of your nose and the structure is going downwards, it'll be more difficult to do. And that there's a new way of structuring your nose without putting plastic in your nose, which was extracting the rib cartilage from my rib. And they said that they were not professional. They weren't used to extracting rib cartilage. That would be a new thing for them, and they said they would try, which really concerned me as a patient. I didn't want them to try. I wanted them to be comfortable enough to do my nose. So that's when the 7th surgeon I talked to in Minnesota, he told me that I should probably look into Chicago or California. And so I did, and that was the same doctor that told me that my nose looked like I ran into a wall. Yeah, so that definitely made me feel even better about it. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. So I researched everywhere. I looked more towards in California than Chicago because I was more used to California. And I'm so happy I did. I looked through several doctors until I stumbled upon Dr. Yu. I watched his videos, and then I was watching his videos, and it showed that he was very comfortable with extracting rib cartilage, which a lot of doctors are not experts at. And also that he did Asian rhinoplasty, which was also another like check off the list, like, hey, I'm Asian, hey, I need rib cartilage for my nose. And like all the results that he's had so far, I looked into pictures and stuff, and I really was happy with what he's had done with and I was really happy with what he has done so far. So I decided to have a consultation with Dr. Yu, and it would be a Skype consultation since I do live in Minnesota and he is based in Beverly Hills. So that was kind of like a difficult thing. I wasn't sure how the consultation would work, but I was happy to know that the Skype consultation was an option. So my Skype consultation was scheduled, I think, a week after I requested a consultation, if I remember right. And then we were talking, and all my questions were answered. He was very thorough about everything about the procedure and what he would do. Of course, that he couldn't morph the image for me over Skype because I'm not there. He can't take a picture of my nose. Yeah, I remember that I had to send him photos of the side and then an angle, 45-degree angle. I forgot what angle, but I had to send several pictures to him before the consultation so he knew what we were discussing about and what I was looking to achieve. So yeah, I felt really comfortable after that consultation, so I booked the surgery right after, and they do require half of the amount to be booked. So you have to pay the half of the quoted amount before the surgery. And I'm not gonna lie, the surgery is very expensive. You do have to save up for several months, which I did. I did give all my paychecks to my mom to hold on to, and she also helped, and I had family members helped. But the quoted price for me was pretty high, but you're paying for what you get. That's how I feel about it, and I did get the nose I wanted. The amount, it's really hard for me to say because it's such a large sum, and I know some people don't have that money laying around, but I'm fortunate enough to have a family that wanted to help me with this venture. But it was around $15,000. And yeah, I know that's a large sum, but at first I was scared to tell my mom because she was waiting for the quoted price, and she thought about it. It did take her a good week for her to really feel comfortable with that price, but since she was in the consultation with me and Dr. Yu, she felt more comfortable, and also I showed her the videos of his surgeries, and that made her even more comfortable. So yeah, so it took me about, let's see, August, September, October, November, 5 months to save up for the surgery, and I'm super happy with the amount of money I spent on it. They do require the final, like you had to pay the rest by 1 month before the surgery, so I did have to pay in November, but it wasn't as stressful as I thought it was going to be since I didn't get to spend any of my money while I was saving up. But yeah, so my surgery is set December 15th, and then I would fly on December 14th and have my pre-op appointment during that time. And that was a kind of little shaky. I suggest booking your appointment, like flying in 2 days before your surgery day and having your pre-op appointment the next day. That way it gives you more time to unpack, unwind, and all that stuff, because I was super late to my appointment. I'm not gonna lie, I was super late. I was like 2 hours late to my appointment, 1 hour or 2 hours late to my appointment because my flight was delayed. The rental car I rented, it was gone, so I had to go choose a new one, and the line was super long for the rental car. And then I had to drive to my to the home I was renting with Airbnb, and yeah, I was late. And then driving through traffic to get to the clinic took forever. So yeah, definitely give yourself enough time for the pre-op appointment. And then but yeah, after that though, after the pre-op appointment, I felt super comfortable. I found out on that day that my surgery time was at 6:30 a.m. So yeah, I was super happy I got an early appointment because that way I could rest throughout the day and not worry about several things. On surgery day, I was super psyched. I wasn't worried about it. They do suggest you to shampoo your hair before surgery, and also to clean your body with this soap. I forgot what the soap was. It was a surgery soap or something like that. I don't know. They had me buy that before. Oh yeah, and also they order your medication before you arrive. If you're out of state, they'll send the prescriptions to your pharmacy, and then you'll pick it up, and then you don't take anything until the day of surgery. The only thing they had me do was to put an ointment inside my nose to really clean it, so that way all the bacteria and anything gross inside is killed. So I did that, I believe, 2 weeks before, starting 2 weeks before, but other than that, nothing else. I did change my diet though. I ate less spicy food and also less sodium and all that stuff, so you had to eat healthier before, during, and after surgery. And yeah, I can't really think of anything else, but surgery day, I was super hyped. I recorded a video before how I felt about it, and then I was recording while we were driving there. Right when I got there, they got me ready. I had to wear a gown, take a pregnancy test, because they don't want to make sure you're not pregnant before surgery, but of course I wasn't. And then you wear these long socks that go up to your knees, if I remember right, I think to compress it. And then yeah, and then you're sitting on laying in this bed. They put the lidocaine in your arm to numb it, and then they put the IV in, which you don't feel at all. And then after a while, after, the anesthesiologist talks to you about like if you have any veneers or if you snore and all that stuff. I do have veneers. I think I forgot to mention it to him, honestly. He did tell me to mention it to him, but I forgot to. But I do have veneers in my teeth, and I do snore. He just reminded me not to bite down after I wake up and the tube is still in my mouth, but when I woke up there was no tube in my mouth, if I remember right. And then Dr. Yu comes in, he talks to you, and then he shows the pictures about like what he's gonna do and all that stuff, and then he disappears for a little bit, and then the nurse comes in, tells you to follow her into the surgery room, and then you lay on the table. I was laying like that, and then the last thing I remember was laughing, and then I woke up. And then I woke up super drowsy, my anesthesia, but then I felt like I had the best sleep of my life. So it was good. Yeah, and then I left and then got home. I slept for a while. I was in and out of sleep because of the anesthesia, but I didn't feel sick at all. I didn't feel like throwing up, like how some other people have been feeling from after anesthesia, but I didn't feel that way. I ate dumplings and drank protein shakes. I drank the strawberry flavored one from CVS, and that one's super good. And then, yeah, everything was normal. I just did my normal routine. I did have to clean out my nose with a nasal irrigation on post-op day 1. When you do your appointment, they explain everything to you. And then also about the medication you take. And I did take arnica, and I also did the rollerball. Arnica, pills, and also the topical is super important, because I find that if I skipped a day or I accidentally skipped a dose, I started seeing bruising. So, and when I took it, it started to fade away again. So definitely take the arnica pills and apply the topical under your eyes. I kind of forgot sometimes, but I was really good. I finished all my medication on the right time. I think it was during post-op 1 week. 1 week post-op. That's when they check if you finished all your medication, and I did. So it's pretty good. It helped with my recovery a lot. I bought frozen peas for the swelling, because your swelling will be around your eyes, and then it will droop down to your cheeks, which was super terrifying. I looked super bad, and like I did not recognize my face at all. I still had the cast on, so I was just kind of like, whoa, what is going on? But yeah, just ice your face for 20 minutes, and then do it every 2 hours. That's what I did. And then for your nose area, you can't really ice that part, so you just have to do his thing. Just clean out the stitches. Also, I had to clean where my scalp, they took the fascia on my scalp. And then you can't shower for 3 days until the third post-op day, and my hair was gross. Do not bleach your hair or dye your hair before surgery, because they will use betadine on your hair, and it will stain, and it will take weeks to come out, and your hairdresser will be very mad. But mine wasn't that mad, because for the most part my betadine was out. It was just left a yellow. toned my hair, but LA water turned my hair yellow anyway, so it wasn't anything that she couldn't fix. And then, so you make sure you clean your staples with the hydrogen peroxide they provide, but also buy a bigger bottle because I found that the tiny hydrogen peroxide bottle that they gave me was not enough. Also buy Q-tips because the amount of Q-tips they give you is not enough. Buy mustache gauzes because it won't be enough, so make sure you're prepared for that. Because my nose did drip a lot of blood and also ran a lot with boogers and stuff. So you're wearing a mustache gauze for, I think I wore mine for a week and a half until I didn't need it anymore because my nose dripped a lot. Make sure you use the nasal irrigation. Try to get the water as far as possible up your nose so that way when he removes the splinters it won't hurt because of the dry blood. Make sure you always use the ointments around the nose and on the scalp for the healing to be faster. And then he doesn't take the tape off until he takes the staples out, which is in the stitches, on 1 week post-op. Yeah, just follow all his rules. The paper that he does provide does not match up with what he told me, so just double check with him or your doctor before surgery because I was super confused and there was things that it said on there to do like nasal massages and stuff, but he told me I didn't need to do that, so I was just super confused on some of the instructions. So double clarify if you're confused or if you're wondering about something. And also check with what time is your surgery because I definitely did not find out until the day before. And yeah, everything was just normal by the time of post-op day week 1 and then week 2 while I was in California. Everything was good. I went outside to went shopping. I went grocery shopping. I didn't care if people saw my nose. It's honestly not a big deal. No one gives you that look anyways, or I didn't notice. And I went to the promenade a lot, 4th Street, and then I went to Beverly Hills, their mall, and I went to Santa Monica also. When walking to Santa Monica Pier, it was kind of cold, so it kind of really helped my nose, the swelling to go down. I didn't feel like it was like warm and like swelly anymore. I definitely think what helped was the cold weather. The cold air kind of really helped my nose to swell down even more. Yeah, and then also remember to tape your nose after your 2-week post-op because you leave the tape on for 1 week and then after that Dr. Yu removes it at the 2nd week post-op. And then just keep taping your nose every night and it definitely helps. When I found that for the tip because I felt like it was still very swollen, a couple of days ago I started taping my tip, like just gently putting tape over it. I'm not like pressing down or anything, I'm just gently putting it over, and I found that helped a ton for the swelling to go down even more. And definitely my tip is not as pointy or big as it was before. I'm going to insert a few pictures right now. And as you can see, my nose looks dramatically better from the first day that he took the cast off. That's when the cast was off. And then what my nose looks like now. And it's definitely a big change. The tip looks a lot less swollen. The bridge is a little bit more softer and refined. And yeah, I'm super happy with my nose so far. I am right now at, let me double check how many days post-op. I'm 4 weeks post-op right now, but exactly like 40 days. I'm post-op day 40 today, and yeah, my nose looks super good. I'm super confident. I feel like I'm a new person, but yet the same also. I did get depression for the post-op depression that everyone talks about. I did get that because of my face looks so different. I was not used to it. Dr. Yu said I look like the same person, but I honestly did not know who I was looking at in the mirror. I was just like, every time I looked in the mirror, I was just like, whoa, alright, that's me, you know? Like, you're gonna experience it, but it goes away. It was only mainly because of the swelling, and also my cheeks made me look really big, like a little chipmunk. And I already had big cheeks already, so it just was all overall not a good sight. But now I'm super confident. I'm super happy with the results. And also, if you have any more questions, that's all I could think of right now. Oh, Also, I'm going to just run down a list of things that you're probably going to need during surgery. You're going to need a lot of distilled water. That is for the nasal irrigation, where you're going to clean your nose, and also for your hair area if you get your fascia removed. Also to wash your face when you're able to. And then you're going to need protein shakes to keep your body healthy, and also to get enough protein, because you're not going to feel like eating at all after surgery. So make sure you have protein shakes. Enough cotton swabs. You're going to need a ton. I'm almost done with my fifth box ever since I came home, and it's only 4 weeks post-op. I'm still using a crap ton of cotton swabs, so buy plenty, and also buy the soft ones. You don't want to go cheap because those hurt a ton in your nose. So yeah, get the soft ones, the brand name ones, because they are worth it, especially with cleaning it, and also it holds more hydrogen peroxide in the swab to clean. And also you're going to need a lot of paper tape, because the roll of tape that they give you does not last you forever, and you're going to need to tape your nose for the next year or so, 6 months to a year or so, to help with the swelling to go down. So I just bought 2 big rolls from 3M, the brand 3M, and I'm going to use it to tape. And then what else do you need? Oh, baby shampoo. You're going to need baby shampoo to clean up the area over here. On the 3rd day post-op, you're going to be able to clean the fascia area. That's where they ended up using, and it's gentle enough to remove, and also it removes all the Benadine. It really does. And then I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not sure. Definitely buy enough food though. Enough food that's little, that you cut up, nothing too heavy, or else you're gonna feel really sick, and you don't want to feel sick while you're dealing with all that nose stuff. Oh yeah, and then your rib cartilage area. Oh, I remember now. You're gonna need a travel pillow, because you're gonna be sleeping 3 pillows upright, so you're gonna want to keep your head straight and not like leaning to one side, because I find that it helps with the healing, and also helps without the tip moving different directions. Yeah, and then body wipes. You're going to need body wipes to clean yourself for the first 3 days, since you're not allowed to get your hair wet and stuff. And like, I didn't have a bath in my place, so I just got the body wipes from Target, and it's in the travel section, and they help enormously. It makes you feel so clean and smell really good. You don't smell gross. And also face wipes. Get the gentle face wipes with no grapefruit. I know the grapefruit scented ones. Do not get those. Those burn. Just get the regular cleansing wipes to just clean your face, wet it. Make sure you don't touch the nose area when the cast is on. But after the cast is off, you're gonna still have to avoid it, because he tapes it down, or your doctor will tape it down. And then after the tape is removed on post-op 2 weeks, you're gonna want to get the facial wipes and kind of like cleanse around the nose, because you will get blackheads, you will get pimples, and all that stuff above. You're gonna break out. Some people break out after anesthesia. I didn't break out pretty bad. I just got a spot or 2. Right now I have 2 spots here, and then 1 on my nose, but not too bad. My nose is very dry. Your nose will peel, I believe, because mine's peeled pretty badly, but you just have to leave it alone. You're just gonna have to deal with the peeling for a bit. You can't do microdermabrasion or anything harsh on your nose. So yeah, and no face masks yet. I remember you can't do face masks yet until this heals, because I do have scarring left here, and I'm using the scarring cream that he suggested. And I have been using the bacitrician ointment here and there inside my nose, because I live in Minnesota. It's pretty cold. Cold air dries the inside of my nose, and it's just all bad. And then it starts to get all like, it gets so dry to the point where it starts bleeding. So the bacitrician ointment has been helping, and the ocean spray that they give you, use that. That was a lifesaver every morning and every night. Whenever I woke up from my sleep, because I must snore with the splints inside, my nose was so dry, it was so bad. But yeah, hopefully this video helped. If you have any more questions, just type them down below and I'll answer them as soon as I can. I'm usually really good at answering questions. Also check out my Instagram. That's where all my post-op photos are, before and during, after surgery. And check Dr. Yu's video too. He also made my rhinoplasty recovery video, and I'll include that link down below. Like this video and also subscribe. I'm definitely going to have more videos coming out. I think I'm going to do a rhinoplasty makeup tutorial, because after rhinoplasty you really have to change the way you do your makeup. Like, you have to be super gentle around the nose. You can't use certain brushes, you can't do certain things because your nose is numb. Oh, and also I gained my feeling back on my nose, sort of. I still have swelling right here, but not as much as the tip, but I still can't feel it. And I'm gonna come up closer so that way you guys can see. This is the side, left, right, angle, angle, and then straight ahead. So hopefully this video helped. And yeah, finally finished the video. Alright, bye you guys. Hopefully you guys have a great day.